Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. I fucked up on some audio. Well, on this mic audio. This week's videos are gonna sound kind of like shit, specifically for the vocal commentary. I'm trying some stuff out, and I typically don't like to do commentary after I've already played the game. I like to do live commentary, not because I'm particularly good at it, as any of you have watched my videos can attest, but I feel like if I try it enough times, I'll get better at it. So here's the first cutscene of the game. The cutscenes are all, you know, not AVI files, but you know, they're all just fucking.
My name is Christophe Robert.
Absolute shit files.
I'm a man of God and a soldier in heaven's cause.
It kind of sucks because it's a very stark contrast from the rest of the game. And I'm sure when this came out, it looked really good, but like now here we are in 2017. I just would much rather see the in-game cutscenes. Let's see, what is else going on? So the beginning of this game, I know this game takes place via multiple time frames.
Thou hast suffered a grievous wound and
like it begins here in this, like this.
Lord, peace, I beg thee.
Your unholy quest begins in medieval Europe and rages on into the modern day as you track a soulless enemy in an eternal struggle to destroy him. So, last week, so I guess almost 2 weeks ago at this point, I did Pokemon Stadium. I was going to do Pokemon Stadium again last week, continue that. However, I fucked up the audio again with the mic shit. I fucked up the audio again. I don't know what happened because I didn't change anything from it's 2 weeks ago. So I didn't change anything from 2 weeks ago to last week. So I don't know what the fuck. But I'm probably gonna end up doing this for that video as well, so I can just get back to my schedule. Because what I'm thinking about doing is Pokemon Stadium. I'm gonna finish quicker than this, but Pokemon Stadium, like I think I'm gonna do like 2 weeks of Pokemon Stadium, then 2 weeks of Masquerade. It depends on how hooked I get into this game, because like as of right now, as I'm talking, doing this commentary track, all I want to do is fucking play more. So maybe that won't work out. The fuck, all naked and shit. Let's see. I should still be doing it. So this pause right there, and I think I aimed at pausing the game, don't I? No, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my phone. Here we go. Because I was looking to see if there were mods for this game, and there are, but I was wondering if there was just like HD video file mods. There isn't. So I should edit some of these videos sometimes. Especially if I'm going to be doing commentary tracks, which I don't plan on doing too many of them. Which sucks because, like, I know in this video I do some wandering around, not really knowing what to do, and the reason I don't like cutting that out is because I feel part of it is like the learning experience. Like, I'm sure, hey, you know what, the people who look up Vampire the Masquerade Redemption videos have fucking played the game, but you know, I haven't. I'm not looking at a guide, so like it kind of it makes for like a shit video, but I don't care about good quality videos, so I only do this for fun anyway. this audio recording's going pretty well so far. I think I synced this shit up perfectly. I will say, like, looking at older games like this, and even just from a couple years ago, I like I prefer. Well, you see these old dialogue choices where it would literally be, "Tomorrow I shall venture to the silver mine and flush the vermin from their holes," and you would select that, and that's exactly what Christoph or whoever would say. I like that. I can appreciate it, but at the same time, I actually kind of prefer the sarcastic option. You don't know what you're gonna get. So here you go. This is where I'm trying to figure out some controls here. So I can't really change the controls. So yay. So I was actually, when I bought this game, I bought it because recently I've been wanting to get deeper into Vampire the Masquerade, and I bought this game 2 weeks ago actually, on disc. And today, which is the 16th, for those of you curious, or I should say tonight, because it's like 10:50 now. But anyway, today I was like, you know, I don't want to play Pokemon Stadium again because I fucked up last week. I'm gonna play this. Let's install it. See if I could even install it. So I put the disc in. It was like, come on, don't even fucking try. You're putting this fucking Windows 95 ass shit in this motherfucker. Sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. So usually not Windows 95. Usually it's Windows XP, but you never know. Sometimes you gotta try. Didn't work. So I was like, well, I'll go to GOG or GOG, whatever. See how cheap it was. It was pretty cheap. So I was like, I'll go ahead and buy it. But I was kind of dreading it because I remember reading a Let's Play of it, yeah, you can look at this game in the first person, but you can't play it in first person, which sucks. I'd like it probably better if I could play it in first person. What was I was kind of dreading it because I actually typically don't like isometric click, like just like click around for movement. But the ones I have gotten into, like you can right click and move the camera around like you're supposed to. You can't in this game. You cannot in this game. You have to fucking move your goddamn bloody cursor to the fucking corner. It's shit. I fucking hate it. But that being said, I'm fucking gripped right now. This game has its goddamn talons in me. So if you're kind of like me, you don't really give a fuck about vampires, I think you might like Vampire the Masquerade if you haven't heard about it, because it's got like a bunch of types of vampires, each with like a backstory, like legitimate cool backstory, different clans, and they're not all, they all suck blood. That's like the one thing they have in common. Outside of that, they're all really different and unique and interesting. I was finding out here you can't just talk to anybody. Like, fucking, what kind of RPG is this, dude? I was thinking that maybe, you know, I should unequip my sword, because I think it's really silly that Christoph just fucking runs around with his goddamn sword out. So that's your level, that's your, you know, character sheet. It's not important.
Hail and well met to the Knights of St. John. It's good to hear the voice of a fellow Frenchman.
Neither of you sound French. Like, what the fuck?
We should gladly go to the ends of the earth and serve.
His face looks painted on. Actually, all their faces do. So there is some like role-playing elements. You really won't see it in this video, but part 2, which I just got done doing, which I'm gonna have to edit here soon. We'll edit and sync up audio files and stuff like that, and hopefully I don't fuck it up again, like I always do, because I'm a fucking moron. But there's some like kind of like dialogue choices. I don't know if it'll change anything, but you can kind of play Christoph the way you want. Man, your teeth are fucked up, old dude. long as the warriors have disappeared.
The streets of
Um,
no longer safe after dark, but beyond the city walls, hell walks the
walks the night.
hell with the scourges from
Beyond the castle. Yeah, that's not even how close I would go to be pronouncing it. So that's right there is actually the exit. Basically, as it stands right now, I am now looking for the exit. I'm gonna like read the quest log here soon and realize, oh, I need to go to the east gate or whatever. It's gonna take me an embarrassingly long amount of time to pull up my map, and I don't have the original audio track anymore. But in the original audio track, I was fairly certain that I had moused over that, and it said it was locked. Not true. I didn't mouse over it at all. So, not shit, you know. Just kind of sucks. Usually, if you go to like in other games, you go to a university and you could read books and shit. Loading, real quick, actually. So here we go. So the east gate. This part where I realize I don't know what my directions are. Even in real life, I'm not really good at north, south, east, and west. And as I'm talking to you, I realize my mechanic never calls me back. God damn that fucking dude. He never fucking calls me back. Like, I inherited whatever. I inherited my current car from my mom. Because she got a new car and didn't need the old one, and I needed a car, so there we go. And a few dealerships. One dealership still has it in her name, and I just haven't changed it over because I don't really care. And that was a car he would work on. And I don't think, like, I don't know, but I don't think he has any, not respect, but let me say it this way, he never called me back, I've called him multiple times about different things, like 2 to 4 months ago, actually, 2 to 4 months ago. I know that's a long time, but I don't have an exact member, I don't know exact, it committed to memory, but 2 to 4 months ago, I had a light pop on my car that said something about power, essentially, and it didn't mean anything. And for a while, it didn't mean anything. It just popped up. It would just say, "Hey, power saver on." It would say "power saver on," and I wouldn't lose functionality of anything. Not power steering, not my radio. So I drive an HHR, and the power steering is all electric. So that's why I mention it. But I didn't lose anything. But it was popping up a couple times, and I was kind of worried. I don't have an owner's manual anymore for a different story. And I called him and was like, "Hey, hopefully this doesn't mean anything, but give me a call back, because I don't know." Left him a voicemail, like I said, and about maybe a month or so later, my power steering goes out. I want to state, I kind of like driving without power steering. It feels very, it's very difficult, but it feels very, like, oh, I have to be very direct, not very direct. I have to be sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be like, okay, this is my turn, period. I can't, like, if I fuck up, I can't just swerve, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like it. But because my power steering is electrical, I know that means something else is wrong with the car. It's very rarely, in fact, to date, it's never been just my power steering. It's always been something else. So I was like, fucking goddamn it. But I thought maybe it was my battery. It wasn't. It was my alternator. Again, and like I said, that was and I had ended up taking it to that mechanic, and I basically just like left it there, and was like, hey, this is what's wrong with it. I need this for work. Call me back. And he didn't. He fixed it, and he called my mother. Like, on the note, it said, because I left a note saying, hey, this is what I think is wrong with the car. What's going on? Can you help me out, please? Get this done as soon as possible. I said, call me. You know, gave him my number. Then called my mother. Which is kind of infuriating. Like, I get that it was her car, but at this point, I've been, like, you know, I've had to get that car, you know, looked at by him for a while now. So it's like, he should have some idea of knowledge that it is mine, not my fucking mother's. And yeah, so I mentioned it because I gave him a call on my mother's phone, because I have a headlight out. One headlight, just one. I have a headlight out. And I already bought a light, and I need to get it fixed. But the problem with an HHR is it's fucking under the goddamn car to get to it. I literally cannot do it. So I using my mom's phone, gave him a call. Haven't heard back. Haven't heard fucking back. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I work for a pizza place, and if I get disconnected during a phone call, I call back. Like, this motherfucker has fucking voicemails from me. And don't get me wrong, like, if he deems it unimportant, I understand. But, like, how many fucking... You know what? I don't work there, so I don't know, but how many fucking voicemails does this motherfucker have? Like, if he's got, like, 100 voicemails, I'll be more lenient, but I don't think he fucking does. I think he has maybe, I don't know, 15. I don't know. Whatever. Also, now looking at it, that motherfucker has a lot of discipline bracelets. So I bought 2 steaks here. I never use them. They're $6. That's what that means. That's the price. Oh, okay, my bad. I haven't seen any foes, but thanks. You know, for a gypsy, she doesn't do... Gypsy spells nothing. Like, just steaks and shit. I like how I have a mana bar, but I literally don't have any magic or disciplines. I don't have anything. This is a cool game, though. This is gate to the old town. You know what I'm saying? This video's 31 fucking minutes and I'm at 18. God damn it. God damn it. I just run around for bed looking for east. Like, I don't know what directions are. Like, even if, like I'm saying, even in my day-to-day, I couldn't tell you what direction I'm facing. I am not a mountain man. Also, this game is very selective about which barrels you can break. And you would think in a game that's selective about which barrels you can break, breaking the barrels would have good shit in them. But, like, I've broken a few barrels that ain't got dick in them. Turn... Oh, that's already down. Let's turn this down to there. I'm also, part of me is like exhausted. I've been up all day. I wish I had like stories about like how exhausted I am because I was doing all this shit, but nope. So I do, like I said, I do pizza delivery. I like my job. No, I don't. But it's an okay job. But I feel like I'm up there all the time. I'm up there, 5 days out of the week. But I have my 2 days off in a row. But it doesn't feel like enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like such a greedy son of a bitch for saying it, but it's like, it's like Sunday is like my day off. You know what I'm saying? Because I get to go. Like I'm not at work, and the next day I don't have to go to work. But today it's like for Monday it's like I basically a work day. Because it's like, man, I can't really go out and enjoy myself. It's like I fucking work tomorrow. Not that I was gonna leave my house anyway. I mean, I did leave my house today, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna go out drinking or whatever, but it's like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Partially because it's a Monday. But secondly, it's like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. But also because of that, my week is all fucked up. Because it used to be, my days off were Sunday and Wednesday. So now Tuesdays feel like Mondays, and Wednesdays feel like Thursdays. The other thing that sucks is, like I said, I'm a morning driver, so I'm at work at 10 in the morning, which is not early. I know there are other motherfuckers. Before you start getting me some bullshit about 10 in the morning's not really that early, dumbass. It's early for me, considering I, for the most part of my life, was a night person. But like now, I get tired around 10 o'clock. I'm kind of exhausted. Like I won't pass out the second I hit the bed, but I'll get there. But yeah, it's fucking. Whew. Man. And like, so Sunday I slept in. So this is my point. This is what I was getting to. It's like I can't sleep in anymore. Like when I used to when I went to school, you know, high school, middle school, stuff like that. It's even darker on the screen when you look at it. It's pretty dark in the game too, but it's dark. It's seemingly darker in the video. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. How dare I comment of what actually is going on in the video? Fuck. No, get back to your boring story, Michael. Fuck. It's what I'm here for. But when I was in school, I could fucking sleep in like a motherfucker. Go to bed, you know, it'd be like do some shit. Like I'd go to bed at like 4 in the morning. That's a lie. I still go to bed around 2 or 3, but like I'd go to bed around 2 or 3, get up at literally 12, fucking 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And like now it's like, yes, like I said yesterday, the 15th, I slept in. And fucking, I slept in to 10:40. Ooh. Made it all the way to 10:40 a.m. I woke up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's when my body woke up. And you know what's some bullshit? Fucking tomorrow, I gotta go to work. If and this has happened. I was only late by a couple minutes, but tomorrow I'll be able to sleep in like my fucking heart depended on it. Like my life fucking, like I'd have died if I didn't. It's the worst. Like today, like I tried to sleep in today. Fucking couldn't. Still got up at like 9 o'clock. It's the fucking worst. I'm not even that old. I'm only 22. I don't want to go back to school, which is one of the reasons I'm not in college. Plus whatever, plus other reasons. But one of my fears when I was fresh out of high school was when I was in high school, I would always hear stories about, or I'd read them. I don't know, one of the two. Hear stories about like kids basically getting caught skipping, and the cop or whatever would be like, "Oh, you're being truant. Your ass needs to go back to school, motherfucker." Paraphrasing. And that was one of my biggest fucking fears when I was freshly out of high school, was somehow that happening to me. My other big fear was that I'd wake up one day and I've had literal nightmares about this, literally just last month, of waking up and finding out like my whole high school quote-unquote career was over and done with. Like they fucked it up and I had to go back and redo it. Like that was legitimate fucking fear. I was like, oh god, I was like, god damn it, don't make me go back. You can't make me go back. It's not like I was beaten or abused in high school. I just fucking hated it. So fuck 'em up, son. Yeah. Fuck high school. I'm sure a lot of other people had fine experiences. I just not me, man. Not for me. I don't even think I picked that up. Oh, I did. Yeah. It's a shitty dagger. This is an alright game. I like it. So I live in a house with 5 other people. It's fine. No, it's not. I don't like it, but it's fine. So my brother and I are the only people. Well, no. One of my roommates' job is sometimes in day, sometimes at night. But for the most part, my brother and I are the only ones who actually have to get up every morning and go to work. And so basically with it, and also Billy, my brother and I don't really cook dinner much because we're incompetent, I believe is the medical definition for it. So it's usually like his girlfriend who cooks, which I kind of feel shitty about saying that out loud, but it's the truth. And it also makes it really shitty that I bitch about it because I don't cook my own. I know that's a lie. I do cook. I don't cook, but I do get my own dinner sometimes. I do sometimes just reheat shit, whatever. But it's like yeah, weird to fucking complain about because I don't do it my goddamn self. But fucking, we have dinner so goddamn late in this fucking house. Like, so keep in mind. So I used to live with my mother, which was awesome. If you can live with your parents, I'd recommend it. But I used to live with my mother, and we had dinner. We'd have dinner when I come home from work. She'd start making dinner about 30 minutes before I was supposed to get off of work, and I always got home about an hour or two after I was supposed to have already been off. But the point of the matter is, dinner would be like made when I got home around 7, 8 o'clock. Last night, dinner didn't get made till 1 in the morning. And I mean, I went to bed at midnight, so like I just missed it. But it's like 1 in the fucking morning, and that's common. That's common in this fucking house. I mean, again, like fucking, I'm bitching, but I don't cook, so what the fuck? What right do I have? I could start cooking, I guess. Nobody would like it if I started cooking, I guarantee it. You go like spaghetti. You make that with boiling water, right? I can make spaghetti. It's not that fucking hard. But I don't do like the rest of it though. Like it. Well, it's not like spaghetti and meatballs, but it's just like a spaghetti and meat thing. But I've never done that. Like when my mom and I would have spaghetti, it would just be, fucking noodles and sauce. And that's what I liked. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked it that way. I don't really like it with meat. Now that I've had it with meat, I don't hate it, but it's like, I don't like clicking combat. I like that I don't have to click and go into a combat mode or whatever, but I don't like having to click it every single fucking time. Yeah, I switch it because it's more accurate than my broadsword. I'm honestly surprised now that I'm looking at it that you don't start the game with a shield. You'd think that you would. but you don't. Man, how time flies. This video is basically already almost done. Got a minute 55 left. Ow, my head. Let's see what. So about this dungeon, you don't have to kill everything. You just have to get to the floor 3 and fight the boss. If I knew that at the time, I would have actually probably just ran past everybody, since I didn't level up until fighting the boss. Fun fact, if you're playing this game for the first time, I do a pretty good strategy where just have a bunch of holy waters and just throw the shit out of them. Just hit the shit out of that vampire motherfucker. And it's like I had like 4 or 5 holy waters or whatever. Fucked her up. Like, I mean, I still had to hit her with my fine rapier. But I don't like how these guys run faster than you. Like, look at this. I hit attack and every single one of them misses because motherfucker keeps running and I stop to attack. Like, and then, see? That's the fucking worst. God damn it. It's infuriating just looking at. It's infuriating just to look at. There we go. That was the worst. Yawning, I'm so goddamn tired. What the fuck is wrong with me? And I still have to edit that other video before I go to bed and get them both started and uploaded. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this video, you guys. Thanks for tagging along with me. I try not to do these too often. See ya.